Hi everyone, I've been getting tons and tons of questions about concealer over on reallyre.com because there have been so many new launches recently and everyone's looking for comparisons and is the Charlotte Tilbury like the Armani Power Fabric, or which do I prefer from Makeup Forever's new HD to, you know, is Fenty what we're looking for? Well, what I've done is I've just got them all out, all my favourite concealers and some of the new launches as well, and I'm just going to show you them applied to my face and have a little chat through and just maybe try and help you make your decisions a bit better. So I'm going to kick off with this one, which is Makeup Forever's Ultra HD Concealer, which is actually a reformulation and a relaunch, and it's launching later this month. I'm going to link to the blog post that I wrote about this below because you can sign up for a notification if you wish to. This is a really nice concealer. It's been formulated for 4K technology, whatever that means. It comes in 20 shades. It's got loads of skincare in it, like hyaluronic acid. There are fruit extracts in there to boost luminosity, apparently. It's also got 12-hour wear, crease-proof, self-setting. Comes in 20 shades, I don't know if I've said that already. I'm not sure of the price at the moment because it hasn't launched. But as I said, check out the blog for all the information and you can sign up for an email for when this does launch. But it's a really nice one. I've been using it a fair bit. I love the texture of this one. Nice doe foot applicator. It swipes on really easily. And what I really like about this is that it's self-setting. So you don't need powder with it, although you can use powder if you want. That's that on. This is shade, I've no idea, 30, shade 30. And blend it in, blends in really nicely and easily. Very, very flattering, doesn't sink into lines, fuses with the skin really nicely. This is brand new, it's being relaunched. So I've got the launch date on the blog, so I'll link that post below. Yeah, it's great for a real flawless finish. Great for the handbag for touching up during the day because it's got loads of skincare in it. Also, you can see on the blog swatches of other shades that I've got, so check that out. So here's another really recent launch. It's the Armani Power Fabric, long name, stretchable something concealer. Let me find out. Okay, it's Giorgio Armani Power Fabric high cover stretchable concealer. I really like this. It's kind of a soft matte finish, but it's got luminosity, which I like. Very long wearing. It contains volatile oils which kind of evaporate over time so that you have like a very flexible coverage that works with your skin. Clever. Really, I like this for under eyes. It's really nice and forgiving on fine lines and wrinkles. And it comes in 20 shades. Really nice. Love the doe foot applicator. You can get loads of product on. Blends really easily. And I use shade, I can't remember, 3.5, shade 3.5. And when I say can't remember it, I actually mean I'm blind. I like this because it's got extremely high coverage, but it doesn't look like you've got any makeup on. So I actually quite like it when I'm not even wearing any foundation, although I've got a little bit on now. It just makes you look flawless without looking like you've got anything on at all. I like this because it's kind of matte but kind of luminous as well. And because they have like volatile oils in the formula, they kind of evaporate over time. So it's kind of technical, but it's the whole Power Fabric kind of maestro technology that Armani create, that it kind of evaporates in a way to keep your skin hydrated and still covered over the day. It's really nice, this concealer. I like it a lot. And as I say, it's like soft matte but glowy still, which makes it kind of perfect. It's really nice. This is one of the newer ones I've had recently, so I haven't used it loads, but I really like it and it does last long on the skin. Okay, next, Charlotte Tilbury. I absolutely adore this concealer. I think it's probably my favourite, mainly because I have just used this is maybe my 4th one now. I just really love it. It's so easy to use. I like the cushion applicator. This one comes in 16 different shades, so not as wide as the other ones shade wise, but it's glowy and dewy, covers everything, does the job. I love it. It's always in my makeup bag. This is shade 3. It's a clicky pen and a little cushion, and you just swipe it on. It's lovely, got a nice glowy, dewy. It's probably the glowiest one out of all the ones I'm showing you. And you can use it on everything, on blemishes, on fine lines, on shadows, on dark circles. It's just gorgeous, very skin perfecting, very smoothing. It's got nice skincare ingredients in it, lovely on lines under the eyes, smooths everything out. I love it, I do. I think this is like my 4th one. This is shade 3. I could probably maybe go one lighter under the eyes for like extra brightness, but shade 3 works for me all over, so it's the easiest one to pack if I'm travelling or just in my handbag. And I love it, it's so good. It's got like a sort of stretchy feel to it, almost like elastic. It just makes my skin look good, and it's perfect even without, if I've got no other foundation, I'll just use it and makes everything look better. This is another Right, this one is the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Retouch. Oh, fuck, flipping heck. It is Fenty Pro Filter Instant Retouch Concealer. So you probably know, if you've tried any Fenty, that Rihanna's a bit funny about glow in like base products, because she thinks that you should keep everything matte and then add glow where you want it, which I don't know, it's not necessarily for me, because I like things more dewy in terms of my base and everywhere. But this is a really lovely concealer. I've got a review of it on the blog. I'm going to link to that. I've got blog posts on everything that I'm talking about in this video, so make sure you check the description box. This is really nice. It comes in 50 shades, which is amazing. I use shade 140. It's nice and affordable. It's £19. You can use it on everything, so under eyes, for pigmentation, pores, lines, redness. It's on all in one. As I said, because it's not super dewy, I'm slightly wary of it, because I feel like it might settle into my lines, and it does a little bit, because I just like something a bit more like skincare-y, that has like a bit more gloss to it, really. So, but it's a lovely, lovely, lovely concealer. I think it's going to do really well, and obviously all the Fenty things are so well priced. It's like mid-market MAC level, so it's really cool. So I'm just popping on a bit of the Kiehl's Creamy Avocado Eye Cream, because the Fenty concealer is more matte. And personally, I like something a bit dewier under my eyes. Here it goes on. This is shade 140, which is quite nice and brightening, and it does really, really brighten under the eyes, which I love. It's great for redness and blemishes. A little bit goes a long way. But as I said, I'm just not overly in love with how it goes under my eyes. But if you like something more matte, but really flawless, high coverage, but still kind of natural looking, then this could be for you. I do think you have to do quite a lot of blending with this one under the eyes to make sure that you don't get any like creasing. Well, not creasing, but like settling into lines, really. I think it'd be good for oily skins, definitely. Whereas I'm more like combination dry. And this is 140, which I think may be a tiny bit light for me, but it's looking a bit ghostly. My foundation match is actually 150, so that's probably what I would need. As you can see, it's a lot less glowy, but a soft matte. Maybe you could call it velvety. And it feels nice, it feels light. And again, I probably wouldn't want to use a powder with this, because it feels matte enough already. Okay, this one launched a while ago, last year, early last year maybe. It's the Hourglass Veil. I really love this for touching up during the day, because it's a sheerer one. It's not so much about pigmented coverage, but like coverage with light reflection and glow, which I love. So it never gets cakey, you can reapply it loads. This only comes in 6 shades, but because it's fairly sheer, I think they're quite flexible shades. I use vanilla. got skincare in, so great for under the eyes. Got hyaluronic acid and plant extracts and all that lovely good stuff. I've got a blog post on this as well, so with all the info like that on it, so I'll link to that. But yeah, really nice. I would say that it's good for touching up during the day because it doesn't add any weight to your makeup. This is shade Vanilla, which is lovely. You can see it's quite sheer. Lovely for under the eyes. But again, you can use it everywhere. I've had this for a while, I've used it quite a bit. Just a nice, very natural kind of option. Never ever goes cakey. And super, super easy to blend. Feels like skincare. And I love the Hourglass take on skin, is all about glow. Wouldn't necessarily use this on actual blemishes though, because it's not got enough actual pigment coverage. It's more glow, so you wouldn't necessarily want to highlight a blemish with it. It's so nice. As I said, perfect for smoothing under the eye area. I've got some redness and like lumps there, and it doesn't necessarily cover those. Right, so this one I've had for a while, quite a long time. It's the only concealer that I really like that's in a pot. It's the one that I thought I wouldn't like because it's called Matte, Soft Matte Complete Concealer. This is shade Creme Brulee. I love this stuff. It lasts really well. It's got great coverage, very pigmented. It isn't a flat matte, it's kind of dewy still, which is amazing for me anyway. And I don't need to set it with powder, it sort of self-sets, which is nice. And really nice. It comes in, there's 16 shades of this one. My shade is Creme Brulee, and although it's matte, it's actually still quite luminous, and it's creamy and nice and flattering and doesn't sit in lines. So here we go. And it's one of those amazing ones that's good under eyes, even though you wouldn't expect it to be, and great on blemishes, redness, pores. Really good on pores. It just smooths. Perfect. Lasts really well. If you want something glowier, I sometimes do like a couple of clicks of my Touche Eclat in shade 1 and dip it in and actually use that to apply it instead of sticking my finger in the pot. So that's one of my favourite tips for this. It's actually just really nice. Creamy and soft and perfecting, with great coverage, and I don't find I have to set it, which is a bonus because you know I'm scared of powder. So a few people have been asking me about this one as well, Flower Beauty, which is Drew Barrymore's makeup range. The foundation is lovely. The concealer is also really nice. This is shade, I really need a magnifying glass or glasses, shade Light, and really nice, goes on really well. All their products are vegan and got skincare in and really good. Super, super affordable. It's a Superdrug brand and I really love it. More drugstore one for you. Well, when I say drugstore, I mean high street. This shade Light, as I said, nice wand, smooths on really well. It's got a glowy finish. Good. I find it good for under eye and any redness, pores, imperfections. Swipe it on. Easy to blend as well, show you. Sets kind of quickly, so you need to work fast. Got quite good coverage. Super affordable, but I feel like it performs like a more expensive concealer. Makes the skin look nice and flawless. And then I thought actually it would be unfair to include the sort of high street Flower Beauty one if I didn't also include this Maybelline Instant Rewind makeup. Do you know what? I've had this for such a long time, and it's been in my makeup bag for a while, that I actually don't know what it's called, and I don't know what shade it is either. But it's the Instant Age Eraser. I'm going to find out. Okay, it's called Maybelline Instant Age Eraser Concealer. It has a bit of skincare in it as well, which is good. And it comes in, how many shades? Comes in 12 shades now, I think, because last year they had a bit of a shade range expansion. And yeah, it's so good. It's a great concealer. I just had a quick look at my blog post that I wrote about this, which I will link because there's some swatches of 3 shades on there. And I believe this is shade Light, which works really nicely for me. So yeah, I've been using this actually probably for the longest out of all of the concealers. And it just does such a brilliant job. It's amazing. You can just swipe it on everywhere, which I do with all concealers anyway, but it's so easy to use. Really works. It's like there's no point not having this, really. It's so good. I do find I have to top up more with this one, but that's fine because it's so affordable and it looks so nice, and I like to top up anyway, so I don't mind that. And it's another one that's good if you don't have any foundation on. You can just pretty much use it everywhere you need coverage without it looking cakey or dry. It's less glowy than the Flower one, but it's not. It's kind of soft matte, I think. Luminous and perfecting, and just really, really excellent, super affordable mascara, concealer. Definitely not mascara. So I really, really hope that was helpful. If you've got any questions, let me know. Leave them in the comments because I'm more than happy to answer them. If you were to ask me if I could only keep one of them, which one would it be? I think it would be the Magic Away concealer because I've just used it so much and I'm kind of addicted to it. Even though I'm not necessarily saying it's the best one, it's just the one that I'm most familiar with and I know what I'm doing with it completely. So I love it a lot. Yes, I do. I love Charlotte Tilbury. Anyway, that's it. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already, and I shall see you next time. Thank you. Bye.